Good evening, children. Before I start, I want to say two things to you. The first is that I found that after sending the 3 AVs the last class, 3 or 4 AVs which I have sent you the last class, that is, I found that you are sending the link to your friends. If I find this particular thing, henceforth, I will stop this particular one or I will remove you from the group. I don't want to see that you are passing this informations or anything to your friends. One thing, remember it, good advices never comes free. Now, second thing, some of you have asked me that what to do, that is the numericals which you have sent, should we start? Now, the notes which I have given you, it is nothing but is a secondary one, the one which I am saying you, the AV which I am sending you. Actually, I should do it in the class, this one. As we are not able to hold the class for the lockdown, for that reason I am doing this particular AV, or I will send you the that is the voice message, or so many things I am going to do it, you will see in the long run. Now, after that you will take the help of my notes and you will study. Whenever I will ask you to do the numericals, I will tell you the number, that which number you are supposed to do, everything I will let you know. But as I am proceeding it, you will take the help of my notes, like you learn the definitions, you see the questions, alright. And as far as the numerical is concerned, that I will tell you when to do and how to do. Because first I will do the numericals, then only you will be able to do it. I think it's clear, these two things, children? Okay, fine. Now today we are going to start the next law, that is the law of reciprocal proportion, which was given by Richter. Already we have done the 3 laws, the laws of chemical combination, under which the first is the law of conservation of mass, given by Anthony Lavoisier. The second is the law of definite proportion, which was given by Proust. Correct. Next is, the third is your law of multiple proportion, which was given by John Dalton. We can say that. Now the fourth one is here law of reciprocal proportion, given by Richter. So what is the definition? You can see in my notes, the definition is there. Still then I am reading it out. I am telling you the notes. That is, when two different elements A and B separately combines with the fixed weight or the same weight of the third element C. What I said? When two different elements A and B, separately combines with a fixed weight or the same weight, you can say, of the third element C, it separately combines. So A combines with C to gives AC, and B combines with C to gives BC. Separately it combines with the fixed weight of the third element C. The ratio in which they do so, means here the ratio is A is to C, here the ratio is B is to C. The ratio in which they do so is the same with what? With ratio of the two elements AB. So what is the ratio here? A is to B. Alright. Now here you can see the law states that, here you can see the C is constant here. C is constant. Alright. Now hence you will get from here, what is the ratio? You will get it from here. You will get the ratio, that is A is to B. A is to B, you will get a ratio from here. And you will get another ratio from here, that is A is to B, from these two elements. I will give an example, don't worry, first you understand the law. So what you will see is that either this A is to B and this A is to B, they are equal, or they are any simple whole number ratio. This A is to B, from where you got it? This one, you got it from these two, AC and BC, where C is constant, so you will get it A is to B. Now, whatever the answer you will get it here, A is to B, and whatever the answer you will get it here, A is to B, either this will be same, listen carefully, either this will be same, let us say it is 2 is to 1, this also will be 2 is to 1, or any simple whole number ratio, I told you the last class what is simple whole number ratio, that is the ratio, the number will be better or the best up to 5, or it can go maximum up to 9, like 2 is to 3, or 3 is to 5, or 7 is to 9, maximum it can be up to 9. Okay, fine. So you will be getting it. Again I repeat the law, what I am said, that when two different elements A and B separately combines with a fixed weight or the same weight of the third element C, the ratio in which they do so, is the same. is the same or some simple multiple of the ratio in which A and B directly combine with each other or one another. Either this ratio will be same or any simple multiple ratio. I hope you understood. Now let me take an example of A, B and C. You can take any example, got it? Any example you can take it, but here let me take an example like I am taking here carbon, sulfur and oxygen. So you can fix any of the element. You can fix the weight of any of the element, like you can fix carbon, sulfur or oxygen. Let us say I am fixing it here, oxygen. You can fix any element and you can fix it and you can see it in your home. So when carbon combines with oxygen, like this is A, this is B and this is C, let us say. Okay. When carbon combines with oxygen, what do you get? Carbon dioxide. When sulfur combines with oxygen, what do you get? Sulfur dioxide. What I said, this is A, B and this is your C. You can take any one as ABC. Anyone. Here I have taken it. Anyone you can take it as. Now, in carbon dioxide, in CO2, carbon is to oxygen. Carbon is 12, atomic weight is, oxygen is 32, 16 to 32. So what you will get? 4 in 3s and 4 8s. So what you get the ratio? 3:8. In case of sulfur dioxide, sulfur is to oxygen. Sulfur atomic weight is 32, oxygen is also here 32, 16 32. So how much you get it? Is 1:1. So here sulfur is to oxygen, you get 1:1. Here carbon is to oxygen. Carbon is to oxygen, you get 3:8. And sulfur is to oxygen, you get it 1:1. So I have to fix oxygen because I have taken fixed oxygen. So how will I fix it? Here it is 8, here it is 1. So this I will multiply this equation. Let me name the equation. Equation 1. This is equation 2. I will multiply this equation 1 with 1 and this I will multiply with 8 because oxygen I have to fix it. So hence what you get it? What you get it is there. Here it is 3:8 and here what you get it as 8:8. Sulfur is to oxygen. If I multiply with 8, how much I get it? 8:8. So 8 goes common. Therefore carbon is to sulfur, what you get it? 3:8. Understood now? If I multiply 8, sulfur is to oxygen, how much it is? 8:8. So 8 goes common, then what is that? Carbon is 3 and sulfur is 8. So 3:8. You got it. Fine. Now from here, when carbon and sulfur they combine, what I get it? Carbon disulfide, CH2, carbon disulfide. So in case of CS2, carbon is to sulfur, carbon is 12, sulfur is, that is 32 into 2 is 64. Atomic weight is 30, 30 into 2 is 64. So 4 into 3 is 4 into 16 is. So here carbon is to sulfur, how much you get it? 3:16. Here carbon is to sulfur, how much you get? Here it is 3:8. Now what is the ratio? Ratio is 3:8, 3:16. 3 cancels. 8 2s are 16. So what is the ratio you get it? That is simple ratio you get is, what is that? 1:2. 3/8 and 3/16. 3 cancel. 8:16 is how much it is? 1:2. We can say that. So hence this is simple whole number ratio you get it. That is what I said. This number will be either be same like 3:8. It can also be 3:8. But here it is not same. Then what I said, if it is not same, what it will be? It will be a simple whole number ratio, as you can see. You can take any other example and you can find it out and you can do it. Like here you can take hydrogen, sulfur, oxygen. You can take nitrogen, hydrogen, oxygen. Anything you can take it, but don't take the inert gas. They do not combine with any element to form a compound. Understood? So you can take this and you can understand the law of reciprocal proportion. Now, how will you understand the law? Because when you do the numericals, you will see. Now listen, students, very carefully. When you do the numericals, you will see. You will get the numericals. There you will be asked that which law is being verified. By looking at the numericals, you have to say. So first you have to identify the law. Understand very carefully. Now in the first law what is studied, in the law of conservation of mass, total weight of the reactant is equal to the product. So if the weight of the reactant and product is asked, got it, then it is nothing but law of conservation of mass is being asked from that particular numericals. Second one, in the law of definite proportion, what you have studied? Law of definite proportion you have studied is that the compound is one but the source is many. Compound is one but the source is many. You have studied it. Got it? In law of multiple proportion, what you studied? You are taking two elements but the compound is many. Opposite. You are taking two elements but the compound is many. Got it? Clear? In law of definite proportion, Source is one, compound is many. Here the elements is two, but the compound is many. And law of reciprocal proportion is the most simplest one, because in this law only 3 elements are being considered. In none of the law 3 elements are there. So you can very easily identify the law when you do the numericals. If this sort of question comes, you can very easily you can do it. Now one more law is left, the law, Gay-Lussac's law of gaseous volumes. Thank you.